reason behind it. Easter was made about her, Ishtar. Ishtar was a real person, you know what I'm saying? All these beings right here, our ancestors, they came from outer space, you know what I'm saying? They came from all over the planet, around 450,000 years ago is where most of this stuff happened. And this cat right here, this ancestor right here, Inky, is the one who really made us. Like he took Homo erectus, like our ancestors, and mixed it in with their DNA, and that's how we got this type of hair. That's why we kind of look like that. You know what I'm saying? The more unlucky DNA you got. So Inky and Nixie are the main ones who did that. Nixie and Lil and Inky are God's sons. God, literal God, his title is Anu. This right here is his granddaughter, Ishtar. So this is what they made Easter after Ishtar. That's why Easter and Ishtar kind of sound like. Well, this was out of I'm gonna go with this was wrong. No, this right here, bro, was this is out of the Lost Book of Inky. And it talks about where was it, right? Inky and the movie, I am their granddaughter fall in love. So other name is I am. It's hard. So man, ain't no way I can make this short, bro. Y'all know you say you know about Romeo and Juliet? Kind of sort of yeah, kind of sort of. Not really. This is what they got. They got Romeo and Juliet from there too, from Ishtar and that movie. About Ishtar was from Lil, from his bloodline. Now he was the oldest brother. He was the youngest brother, but he was gonna be the king, and he wanted to be king. So they've been having a war for a long time. But so her husband was from one side of the family and she was from another side, and they kind of brought the families together. Their son is where Jesus came from. You know what I'm saying? His name was Tammuz. Tammuz, yeah, they call him Tammuz too. These were real people. So this was an ancient love story that actually happened. And what happened was that Tammuz got killed, and Ishtar got mad, and she kind of went on a rampage. And there was a lot of stories written about that. But so this, how we got to today, people celebrate Easter in church, and really every 3 months they have a holiday because it's dealing with money. And then I would ask the question, when is our holiday? Our holiday is on Friday. What it really is equal to spring equinox celebration. They celebrate the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. So if you go to church, that's what they be doing. People do Easter speech, but y'all ain't got to do that. We used to have to do that when we was young. We had to go to church, we had to do an Easter speech and all this, and after church, you would go outside and hunt Easter eggs and all that, get a new little dress or suit for Easter, you know what I'm saying? But really they had your parents spending money. They know everybody is gonna spend this money on these eggs and these clothes, because that's just what everybody do. They don't know why they're doing it, and they're really worshiping something they don't know what they worship. So, because we come from the Catholic Church, the Slaves and Black Church, and the Easter egg hunt is a ritual. And I'm gonna go over it like, let's see. So basically on Earth you have Moors, you know, like I got on the church, and Christians. The Moors were, you know, the dark-skinned people. Christians were the pale-skinned European. And we've been fighting. It's a war, you know what I'm saying? So they force us to practice all of their practices by doing this type of stuff too. We didn't celebrate Easter or Christmas or none of that unless it was about force. Some of us died to not do it. So they had all of these are Christian torture devices. If you went against what they said, they make sit in the chair and put you in these different devices if you didn't agree with them. This is how people started celebrating and going to church at first. You know what I'm saying? This is how we got away from nature. It's another picture where it says the Moorish and Christian troops fight it out during the week hunt for them. This is a pirate from Florida. His name is Manuel, a pirate. They very seldom in TV or never they show the real pirates were Moors. This is the Emperor of Morocco. This is the king. They never show king, real king, our ancestors were king. The word Negro is derived from the Latin term nigger, meaning black. But we use black as inferior to refer to inferior objects, plants, marshes, flat, moist, ground, bars are animals. So that's another reason why we don't use black. This is a bunch of okay. This is showing how these European dollars still are stuck. Like they have
record this.
What's that? Piccolo. They got Piccolo.
Record Piccolo.
Osiris. And this is like Morris attire. He got on the tire that our ancestors used to have green skin. This is actually a statue of Anu, like God. Let's see. No, it's a picture of this let's see. Yeah. Okay, so the church people, everything that we do, they got their stuff from us. So they say this is Egyptian, but it's really Moorish. Moorish. You say it before somebody like this. On our cards, we say we honor all the divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammad, Confucius, and Buddha. This is how you'll see Buddha now. This is how Buddha looked at first. Buddha had locks, you know what I'm saying? Really cool. Small little locks. Then they took the nose and they straightened it a little bit, they made it a little smaller. They kept making it, then they whitewashed it out to that. Or you'll see the little fat Buddha. But the original Buddha was war.
Record that.
I'm trying to get to the last part. And I'm just showing this is different Moorish cultures from around the world. You know what I'm saying? This is actually in Central America, Africa. This headdress is ancient. You know what I'm saying? That's brother. That's one of the Moorish brothers. He a sheik in Virginia. He a twin, brother Carrier. That's Carrier's brother. One of them. That's a temple class like we do it today. There's people doing this all over the United States. It just ain't caught on. It hasn't caught on here yet, but more than me. And Sundays at 1 o'clock for over 100 years. This is one of the Moorish products. It's a bodybuilder, blood purifier, thing you put in your bath, septic bath, cleaner, and the tea oil compound. Let's see. Okay. Well, the Moorish scientific of America, this was established, a sheikdom, like a kingdom, was established and left vacant and abandoned. The Most High, the ancestors made all this happen. There's no strange happenings. It was really the star. And this is the part where y'all come in. Y'all control the narrative of your life. You know what I'm saying? And are you being led by your higher self or your lower self? Even y'all as children. Because Trey, you 13, y'all live, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, so like in our ancient culture, when you were 13, you was considered an adult. You were grown. You know what I'm saying? So try to keep the camera on. So when you get older, you know what I'm saying, this is gonna be very important. Your nationality, like what state you belong to. Next week we having this event for the temple for our nation, state. This is actually a star map. This is the Virgo constellation. This is the Leo constellation. Like, so you a Virgo, right? Me and you Virgo. So this is where they get that Virgo concept from the ancient Moors map of the sky. This is a part of it. And this is Virgo, that's Mercury, Jupiter, Cancer, Leo. This glyph right here is the actual glyph for Moor that this one of the constellations that they have is holding right up under the planet Saturn. So our ancestors knew what the planets were. This is dealing with the moon. I want the brother to see this. That's the motorcycles. Alright. So, yeah, this was for y'all, for the children. These are a little more, I don't know where they participated in a parade somewhere. So whenever these people be having parades, they really be letting you know that they come to your land. When the Europeans have parades and stuff, that's really what they doing. They watching our street and you know, yeah, we took our stuff. We supposed to have parades too, but we don't. We help them when they parade. So a parade is what you would call an active state. So they had an army. We got what's called the Vanguard. And I got this picture that Amor was standing up there. The Vanguard. This picture is from 1920-ish. That's how the Moorish Army's uniform looked back. We had our own. That's you was there. We went to that. Bro, really need to see all this. Cause this part of his office. Let me take the picture there. Let's see. I even got you on there. Cause you with somebody. Yeah. So.
Why do all of them look different?
All of what?
All the statues.
Right here? Well, what I want y'all to know, I gotta go back to this thing for y'all, for you to see, bro. This one was found in northern Illinois. This one was found in Egypt. And that was found in Akajuta, Akajuta.
Zoom on it out.
Mexico. Ajula, Mexico. Akajuta, Mexico. Jula. Acajula, Mexico. Well, see, you got this. First of all, you see that y'all doing this. Like they still, Black Panther be doing this too. This is a sign. Like somebody do this, you know they mean it happen. If somebody do this, it's like a salute. This means something too. You know what I'm saying? It means control. It means a lot of stuff. So these are statues of high initiates or kings, really. A king is always a high initiate means like a real smart person. Like today, they would be like a doctor that has a lot of doctrines and a lot of information. So they are holding, like this one's holding a cloud, which is the glyph for Moor, right there. It means cultivation and control.
It would look like an ham.
And this was found in northern Illinois. That's why northern Illinois, the area, that was our Mecca. That always was our Mecca over here. You know what I'm saying? She got one in her hand.
I want to give me one of them.
Let me go back.
It looks white in the picture.
There was somebody. Yeah, you missed it. Well, basically, all right. This is the tea oil, the compound that the prophet made from natural herbs and stuff. You know, he was an herb healer too. So we need to order some of this stuff here. It's that's for the wards to drink. This is the temple class. I think that's in Philly, but I recognize it. This is the grand sheet this brother carried. I was just showing them, Morris culture. I like the little symbol they got right there. So they're doing some flexes. So that's from Africa or whatever, Central Africa. But so more time, we reestablishing the ancient customs and factual records, honoring our forefathers and mothers, and assess our now and future. Calibrate time, so-called fourth month, January, February, March, April, which is, yeah. The first quarter of the 12th month cycle. Every 4 months, the books are done. That's what, like I was telling them, every 3 months they have a holiday, so they can make sure they got enough money in the bank to keep their business going. I know. Well, I know they don't. Remember the magic, the show Quantum Leap, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was saying the sheepdom was, our kingdom was established May 1st, 1928. The Act of States, as far as like parades and stuff like that. Now this, I was telling them, this is from the sky map, you know what I'm saying? The dare, Applewood is called in the original. You gotta look it up, European stuff is called the Wheel of the Dare. This has the Leo constellation, Virgo, planet Mercury, Cancer, Jupiter, Saturn, and it's really telling a story. And I was saying that what's going on right now, the ancestors very hard to attack, and there's no strange happening. It was really the stars that signed the symbol. And I was saying to them that they are controlling their narrative, which everybody that's going to hear this class and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the children, they're controlling their narrative and the pace and ease of it. Are they being led by their higher or their low self? You know what I'm saying? Are they being distracted by these video games and just whatever distracted them from this? Like, everybody in Arkansas should be in this class. Like, it ain't really nothing else going on more important than them learning this, unless they already knew it, you know what I'm saying? Then they're supposed to be teaching it to the ones who don't know. Other than that, everything else is really some low self stuff, like recreation. That's what it's called, recreational activity. You are wrecking creation, which is your higher self. This is the full moon day, bro. April 19th, that was the pink moon. The next one coming up, May 18th is the flower moon.
That's when all the fruit gonna start flowering too.
This is the moon cycle. Again, the moon moon is going to be on the 4th. This picture's called, that's funny. You know, people always ask what we need. I take 5 minutes to uplift the nation. We are establishing the vanguard, sisters auxiliary, the young, medium, women's business league, the publishing company, the administrative registry, everything to run the nation. Take billboards, miles without a Sunday school comes the guidance of the nation. Suppose. And I was showing them these Morris children in the parade, which I explained to them that, you know, when the Europeans be doing parades, they got stating that they took our land. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's an act of state. This is the vanguard. This picture is supposed to be gone. But this is the Divine and National Vanguard. Was established in 1913. The motto, upright, independent, and fearless. That's our arm. You know what I'm saying? This was before the FOIs with the Nation of Islam and all that. Any military stuff for the people is the vanguard is the grandmother of it. This is the uniform for one of them for the I forgot this brother name I was looking up. But you see the Star and Crescent is a vanguard uniform from like the 20s. Maybe before that. That's me. Alright, bro. This is the feds. Figure number 1. Over here is a picture of a glyph, and you can't see it, but this is the ancient glyph from over here for a set. Awesome, you know what I'm saying? This is the unity shape, and that's the circle 7. That's our government. The feds is what's here, and we're gonna launch this. It's gonna be the administrative part of our government. This is your stuff, bro. You can't see it. This is the Anglo land
Culture Department, Wildlife Conservation Department, Boston, Arkansas Public Land, MAR, Arkansas, the tree, but it's just thing. So again, yeah, that's it. You can see it. This is the glyph. This is how the hieroglyphs looked over here. You know what I'm saying? They were more developed in Egypt, but you can see this glyph right here, that throne see is the same thing. All this stuff mixed. So see how this got 4 quadrants right here? And they got the sun in it, that's the exact same. And signs and symbols, this means the exact same thing as that. This means the exact same thing as a star crescent right here in signs and symbols. With a sun right there. Same thing, it's mother and child. So yeah, Shemaiah went to the thing. So that's what it takes is for people to be, like you hear now, to be active in the nation. That's what the star and the crescent represent, the mother and the child. And more science is about uplifting the mother and the child. And 9 and 13, it takes 9 months to bring the child from the womb. 13 is 13 lunar months. And the woman is connected to the moon cycle. So what these Europeans want to do is take our women from there to this. Wait a minute. This look, see how similar that look? But this is the Big Easy Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. It's like some negative stuff. The symbol right here represents being a slave. So they got women in the world, that's what the Europeans want to do. So boom. Now, yeah, this, the color hair and all this, and they want to take our men and women and have them as a vessel for some type of being to have a walk-in through. That's what they do, like the Nicki Minaj and all the Christ stuff. They got some real high magic going on, and they are actually incarnating beings of the people. And these people, our people don't know. And this is the deity Set. So this is where Satan came from. He had red hair. That's why all that colored hair and all this stuff come from. They come from the worship of Set. Our prophets. Okay, the founder day celebration. So this talking about this one, this is what we're gonna be doing next weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was supposed to do this on Easter, but we ain't gonna be promotion and marketing, the board to help. One person is never to do everything, group effort, special guests, the panel. We're gonna have special guests in the panel. So let me see. About the end of it. What do you need to do? People always ask what you need to do. Follow the prophet, get the basics, be broad, and master them. Legal told me this, bro. He said it take 2 years at least, or somebody study nothing but the prophet, then you will have more. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. There's nothing but the prophet, and keep the prophet out front. The hammer of truth ministry. The hammer of truth in the Quran, it says use the hammer of truth to pound the truth into somebody to become a part of every part. You know what I'm saying? So keep banging on. Equity versus equality, North American law, Muslim American customary law, MSTLA, array laws, housing mobility, under law, blood unity, honor. Forever bound in love, protecting people and the land. We're gonna go back over this, bro. This more for the grown folks now. So this is a nationality card from 1925, bro. Sister somebody like Sister Cook. That's Sister Cook. This is Sister Cook Bag. The Cook Bags were kind of famous. It's a video of Cook Baby Brothers. The prophet lived on top of them, but they lived on top of the prophet one. And they seen the prophet heal this lady. Like she had blood coming out of her ears and stuff in her eyes, and he touched her hip. And they talk like my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? They was from the South, I can tell.
like they could barely talk, and he was like, they say, I seen Puffy, no, you I seen the, he hit the woman, touched her, you know what I'm saying? Well, we will make that up. The business of nationhood and freedom, government, government, I get this one. Government, law, civil. This is a breakdown of basically any government or business. You got an executive officer, which would be like the chief, the grand chief. Chief financial officer, secretary. The chief operating officer would be the assistant grand chief. Like, you got the control of financial operations, business operations, vice president, director, manager. That's like basically what you need to operate a government. These are the 12 departments of the Morris American government that somebody put together. It's pretty good. We haven't necessarily adopted this, but this is a good example. I don't know exactly where this came from, but they got economics, trade, commerce, law and defense, protection and justice, Department of Earth and Healing,
Department of Agri Foods, Herbs, will go together.
Yeah, Foreign Allegiance, Department of Media and Freedom, Department of Science and Universal Peace, Department of Education and Truth, Department of Transportation and Highways, Telepathy, Department of Library, Archives and Wisdom, Department of Embassies, Consulates, Department of Social Duties and Interfaith Ministry. That's just an example. That's, like I say, somebody put that together. We have a much more extensive thing that we work on. This is for public plan. That's it. That's the end of it. But this book, this story of Anunnaki, like this is gonna be the class in the book, besides certain class that we're gonna go over, because these like when they say the angels, that's who they be talking about. But they try to make you think that they want real people, like they had chicken wings, they had wings. Nah, these are real people. They follow each other, you know what I'm saying? Them two brothers. This they sister too. They all had the same dad, which their dad was God, Allah, the Most High, but they had different moms.
Who is the one that I'm writing the left at the top corner?
This is the nerd guy, and Arista guy. That's his wife, and so she was. Oh my goodness. Nerd guy is in Leo son, I believe, and Arista guy is. I'll pull it up. I forgot this is his wife. That's his wife, Nikki. His name is Nikki. Nin means like female ruler. So that's why her name is T means earth, or key. So she was like the Lord of the earth. He was the Lord of the earth. Leo means skies. He was the Lord of the sky. Gal means great, so he was like a great nerd gal. Rista gal, she was the rich, the great woman of earth, kind of that would be. And they came in, like I say, they came into my mind. They came with like Star Wars. Most of these different, like the Avengers and stuff like that, have spectrums of their story in it. But they had spaceships and they was like he got mad at he not on here. But he got mad at another one and they got into their spaceships and shot bombs at each other, and that's how it became a desert over there. After you shoot nuclear weapons, it's a thing called a nuclear fallout, the wind. They call it the evil wind. And when it came, it just killed everything, killed the plants and everything. So it's been a desert over there ever since, due to what they did. They the ones that were responsible for like the pyramids and all the ancient ruins. And really the reason why we use the number 7 is because they use the number 7. And Inky is the one.
It's 7 of them.
I ain't even noticed that. This Inky is the one, like that symbol right there, that's his symbol. And he was the one who gave us like pretty much technology. He gave us farming, like the farming stuff that we do, it came from the ancestors, like divine science. And the art of like herding sheep and stuff like that. Part of these ancient tablet sheep came from outer space, they planted in the field. And they had in this tablet, they had a place on Mars too. They stopped on Mars. So you look at online or whatever, it's a face on Mars, it's supposed to be, it's a city on Mars. The government says it's not real, but in this tablet, they say they done it, and it's there. It's pyramids on Mars. It's called Sedona. So our ancestors were all over the galaxy doing stuff. And in Genesis, in the Bible, it said, talk about let us make man in our image and our likeness. That's him and her talking. So I'm for the end of class, but I'm gonna go over this a lot more. And like, it's not too many people on the planet that even know about this. Like most people think, they can't explain this. They think God is like a ghost or something, you know what I'm saying? A lie, or whatever. They don't know our origin and the fact that the Anunnaki were a real being.
I have a question. So, I gotta see my pictures. So I'm not right. How did he still did all of this when he did?
Mm-hmm.
So I still had to do all of this, but he just did.
You say you could have did all of it? What you mean?
I could have did everything that they did.
The way it don't really like it's not no magic like that. So yeah, but nah, like Allah don't, he the boss. He send out people to do stuff for him. You know what I'm saying? So by him being the king over that planet, he sent them out to go do that, like on a mission. You know what I'm saying? His son. Really, it was another guy. The story of their father is the exact same story of the Black Panther. Like their father would have been the Black Panther. It was a dude named Layla who was on the throne kind of before his father. And back then they would wrestle to see who would be the king. Like if you was on the throne and somebody challenged you, you had to wrestle, and whoever won would become the king. So Anu won, and Layla got mad and came to Earth searching for God. And that's how that happened. But Anu's sons, he sent his sons, Inky and Lil here to come get the God. So it's not like God ain't like have a magic power like God. Nah. When they made us basically from kind of like Homo sapien, like you seen the pictures of the people that wasn't all the way people, you know what I'm saying? Our ancestors. Inky saw them in the jungle, and you were like, I could take them and mix our DNA up through with science. And they sped up our DNA, and then they mixed our DNA in with their DNA, and that's how we came about. And they really just did this so we could work for them in the mind. Like all the biblical stories and all this stuff, people made this stuff up later, but this, when I'm teaching y'all, came directly from him. He wrote a book himself and told how he came from a whole other planet and all this. And they did all this. So, in a sense, yeah, but nah, I mean, it ain't that he couldn't have done it, but he would have, because Anu he run stuff like, and then Earth, this is not the only planet that they over. You know what I'm saying? It's like 19 galaxies in this area of space. You know what I'm saying? So this is like very high level information. Like they talk about this in like college and doctorate program. So y'all are getting some real high level information at a very young age. And you like let's see, Nancy is the reason. She was the first nurse on Earth. Like she's the reason why like when they hold babies up when they born, they got that from her. It tells how she wore gloves and how they smacked the baby. All that came from her, from them, from not. Like they did this. Like in school, they tell you civilization started 6,000 years ago. This story goes back 450,000 years ago, and it's proven. Like the stuff that they did, the buildings are still there. The pyramids and all that is still there. They were building these different sites to either communicate with the other ones that was in space, or for like rockets and stuff to land on. In reality, in real life, you know what I'm saying? Then later, they had the temples to teach us different stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what the temple was for. They were more science temple, wherever they were at. So like, I mean, Inky, then after Inky, you know, sped up our genetics, he started having children with some of the women. So that's how you get like, well, you probably Enoch and the people like Noah. You know, you heard of Noah in the Bible. That Noah was real, but it didn't happen how they was talking in the Bible. His real name was Unafisto, and he was one of his children. And it was the flood. The flood actually happened. It happened. What happened is the planet turned backwards for 3 days, and so everything, it was water stuff everywhere. Like everything got destroyed, and so he was like, let us drown. He was like, let us drown. Inky was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want him to drown. So Inky went and told Unafisto, like, hey, it's gonna be a flood. I need you to build this thing so y'all can survive. And they survived. And when he found out about it, and what they did, they all got in their little ship and went above the earth and just watched it happen. Then they came back and started rebuilding. And when he found out it was some of us left, he was mad. He was like, I thought, you know what I'm saying? We said, cause they do everything by council. They come together in a meeting and they decide, and knew if they father say something, they have to do it. But a lot of times, Inky would sneak and go do something because they didn't want our ancestors to be able to have babies by themselves. At first they couldn't, and he went and did what we could. He went in our DNA with a microscope and all that and did our DNA. Inky was a very extremely smart scientist. All of them were smart, but he was like super smart. It's one tablet where him and his son was Murdoch, which is the angel Michael. It's his son. They went to the moon for like a year just to study the matter of fact, Inky is the one that came up with the constellation stuff, bro. Him and Murdoch. They took a trip on the moon for like a year. They just left. You know what I'm saying? And nobody really know where they was at. He took them up there and they studied. They from the moon, they watched the zodiac, you know what I'm saying, go and named them and all that. So Aquarius is named after him, you know what I'm saying, the water bear. That's him. The Gemini is after Ishtar and her brother.
She's in Aquarius.
You know what I'm saying, yeah. Virgo is after, to be after Ishtar. Yeah. The twins would be Utu. It would be Ishtar and who was the twin? Utu, I think her dad was twins. And it go like that. So each time in the sky, when their constellation would come up, it was like they time to rule. And so the planet, so they would be like, hey, what's up? It's my time to rule. And sometimes it didn't happen like that and they would get mad, you know what I'm saying? And they could get in their ships and blow up a whole city on accident. And this is it's crazy. The book's crazy, bro, because it's like they not writing from a religious standpoint. They just write like, hey, and when he be writing, he be like, so and so got mad. You know what I'm saying? They got in their skyship, and so they had a war and blew up 3 cities of the Earthlings. You know what I'm saying? But in the Bible, that's Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? So he writes from their point of view down. So it's like, it made me figure out a whole bunch of stuff very easily. The name's just about the same, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's not, I can tell, like, they call Enoch a doctor. A Doc was original. I mean, Enoch's original name was Doc. And the story, they tell the whole story of why he went to Nibiru. They say heaven in the Bible. They say God took Enoch with him to heaven in the Bible. Remember that? Yeah. And that's like 3 sentences in the Bible. It's a whole scroll in his book. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, Enoch was Iggy's son too, matter of fact. So he was sneaking and having children, not by her. Him and his wife was riding down the Nile one day. And he seen 2 earth women, and he, you know, was like, "Hey, don't get them from me, bro." And he had children by him. He snuck them in the house. Like, he told his advisor to tell her that he found her. You know what I'm saying? And she took a liking to him to raise him. And Enoch was like the first. Enoch/Doc was the first like civilized man. Like he taught him bookkeeping and stuff like that. He was real intelligent, you know what I'm saying? He was just like an Anunnaki. So when he taught and knew, matter of fact, and Lil seen him and it was like, "Hey, when did that happen?" You know what I'm saying? And Inky was like, "Yeah, I just found them like that out in the jungle. They done, you know, advanced." And Lil was like, "That ain't never really happened before." You know what I'm saying? But he was like, call daddy and tell him, you know what I'm saying? And so when Dude heard about it, he like, "I want to see him." He was like, "Oh," you know what I'm saying? He was trying to keep it a secret. So when he got there, he was like, he told him like, "Nah, them my children," you know what I'm saying? And Dude was like, "What? You did what?" You know what I'm saying? And so the whole thing with them was about destiny and fate. They was trying to see like what was destiny, because like a lot of his children got killed and all this. He was like, even though I'm a God, I couldn't keep my son from getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Even though this, and it was like so much, especially when they got into it and they got to shooting them nuclear weapons. Because he brought them here from the Bureau, but he said he was going to hide them and never use them. And he put them in a cave. And they supposed to never use them nuclear weapons. But he like a grandson, you know what I'm saying? And he got mad in a meeting, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go get these," and they blew up. And that's how the story started. He was like, "I can't believe blew up almost a third of the earth, tripping." You know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to be like this. We supposed to come here, mine go, and my sons had died, whoop-de-whoop. And he was like, "I thought we was destined for greatness, but our fates, we changed our fate by being emotional stuff." You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing, destiny and fate. So and another thing, and I'm gonna close, one of their years is 3,600 divided years. So like our solar system is here, they plan to do like this. They go, well, so one of their years, I plan to sit here and spend, we done with the 3,600 years, and they just came back 1 year. So like, the ones on the Bureau will be 9,000 years old to the people here. You know what I'm saying? But that's why civilization, every time they leave, civilization falls. And then when they come back, civilization. And not that they just left like that, because they have waste stations, you know what I'm saying? They got certain individuals from their bloodline still here influencing stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and the thing is, the temple is the American, is the place where the people in America come to reconnect themselves with it, you know what I'm saying? So, it might not be a whole bunch of people in the temple, because everybody not from this bloodline. Because there was people that came, that really did come from monkeys. These people did come from monkeys, real talk. They not as intelligent as the people that got this blood in them. You can look at them and tell, they know. I mean, it's a lot of these, it's a whole bunch of Anunnaki. But it was 7 primary families of Anunnaki that came here, so it's 7 different type of people here that got this blood in them, and everybody else, they just like animal people. You know what I'm saying? That's where the Europeans come from. That's why they are not in the image and likeness of the Anunnaki. They ain't got the Anunnaki hair, they ain't got the skin, they don't got the intelligence, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the nobility. So the children of God, and they talk, that's a literal bloodline, and it's time for them to return back into our fold. And so, you know, my mom, well, my mama didn't got to see this, but like my grandparents, they thought God was a white man, you know, our pale skin European, and then to see this, like, it's just mind blowing, you know what I'm saying? And to know that them is us. So y'all gonna be teaching, like, they had laser guns, they had flying ships, and that's inside of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just gotta concentrate and bring it back. Like they had some technology, you know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, they had this thing called an eagle helmet that they would put on when they went to different planets. They had a fish suit that they would put on when they like had to go on different wild, like the same stuff on the different, all these different space shows is in this book, and these tablets are millions, well, hundreds of thousands of years old. So, y'all come on with it. We need some spaceships and some eagle helmets, some lion, Trey. You know what I'm saying? Trey smart. Trey is extremely intelligent, man. And that is class.
You stop and take